Hi guys, welcome to Quality Thought. My name is Niazul Hassan and I born and brought up in Hyderabad. Moving to my work experience, I have 12 years of experience in development and training. Today's agenda of my video is to show you which technology we need to do in order to get a job in a IT industry as a developer. You know, there are lot of positions are there in IT industry, but my dream, my wish is to get a job as a developer. Why? Because if you go to any job portal, so job portal means what? Let me write here. Job portal means we have a Naukri, we have a LinkedIn, we have a Shine, and many more are there. And every JD means in every job portal we have a JD. JD means job description. So today if you see any JD in any job portal or in a company, you can find only 3 developers position more and more. One is called a front-end developer position. One you can find a back-end developer position, and one you can find a full stack developer position. See, I am a fresher, so I cannot do full stack development course, because to become a full stack developer I need to do full stack development course. So in full stack development course we will get front end as well as back end. It's a combination of both. So when I am a fresher, it's very difficult for me to remember both the technologies, front end and back end. So I cannot choose full stack developer position. Then we have a back end developer position. See, to become a back end developer job, you need to do back end development. Means you need to do Java, .NET, Python. So these things comes under back end development. And remember, learning a back-end technology is not easy. You require a lot of knowledge. You need to do lot of coding. Your logical thinking must be good. Then only you will become a back-end developer. So I think a back-end developer position is also not good if you are a fresher or if you are not liking the code, or if you don't like the coding, I can say. Then we have a front-end developer position. See, to become a front-end developer, you need to do front-end development course, or you can say front-end technologies. And learning front-end technologies is very easy, because here we are not stressing more in coding, guys. We do very less coding. And technical person also can do this front-end technologies, and non-technical person also can do front-end technologies. So I suggest, if you are looking for an IT career and if you want to join a company as a developer position, then front-end developer is a best choice. So to become a front-end developer, we need to learn a front-end technology, guys. So first we need to learn what is front-end technology. See, front-end technology is a part of a website where user directly interacts with it. I didn't understand. Front end is a part of a website. Assume that I want to log into Facebook. So we will type facebook.com/login. So whenever I wants to log into the Facebook, you can find here, this is Facebook login page. So this is known as what your front end. It's a part of our website. So where user is interacting, because we are giving email and password here. And one more thing it contains styling, alignments, forms, buttons, text, images, and etc. So you can see here, when I show you the front end of the Facebook, here you can see in a blue color Facebook. Remember, it's not a text, it's an image. If I do right click on that, it will ask save image as, means it's an image. And you can find there is a form is there for email, there is a form is there for password, and there is a one login button is there. And then we have a text, we have a alignment. You can see that box is coming exactly in the center of the page, that is called alignment. You can find a blue color button, green color button, text is in white color like this, black color. So that only I am telling, front end technology is nothing but it's a part of a website where user directly interacts with it, and it contains styling, alignments, forms, buttons, text, images, and etc. So we have three most popular front end technologies, guys. So what are the most popular front end technologies we have? First one I can say reactjs, or I can say React. Remember, there is no difference between reactjs and React, because sometimes I will pronounce reactjs, sometimes I will call React. So remember, there is no difference. Second, we have Vue.js or Vue. Here also you can't find any difference. Some people call Vue.js, some people call Vue. Then we have AngularJS. We have AngularJS, or you have Angular. But remember, when it comes to Angular, then you can find the difference between AngularJS and Angular, guys. Why? Because this AngularJS is a first version of Angular, and this Angular is nothing but from second version. We have a second version, fourth version. We don't have third version in Angular, guys. Fifth version till 15th version. Currently we are working with the 15th version of Angular. So what is the main difference between AngularJS and Angular is, AngularJS not support component based coding, but Angular 2 is a component based coding. And remember, in the real time, if you see, we are working with two components only. One is client side components, one is server side components. So we are using React, we are taking Vue, and we are taking Angular to create or you can say to build client side components only. And one more thing I want to tell you, that is the note point. The note point is all the above technologies we are specially using for web development. See, if anybody says why we need to learn this React, Vue or Angular is because we want to develop web applications. Only for web development we are using the React, Vue and Angular. So might be one question is coming in your mind, what about mobile development? If you want to go for mobile development, then you need to learn Flutter. Otherwise, you need to learn React Native. So Flutter and React Native is for mobile development specially launched. But I am talking about web development. So you need to learn either React, Vue or Angular. So I am a fresher. So I want to join in a company as a developer. And as per the video I told you, learning front-end technologies are very easy. But in front-end also, again we have lot of technologies, sub-technologies I can say. So in these technologies, which one is better? So which one I should choose in order to get a job in IT company as soon as possible, and which is very easy to learn and widely used in IT company? So see here, we have a React first. React is nothing but it is a library, guys. It is a library. But when you compare with Vue, Vue is a framework and Angular also a framework. So what is framework? Framework is nothing but it is a set of libraries. So you don't have only one library, you need to learn collection of libraries. Now tell me if you are a smart, if you are a intelligent, learning set of libraries are good or only just learning one library is good? So definitely you will say, sir, learning just one library is good. So that is the reason there is a huge demand for React developers today. See, when I started my IT career, so I started from backend development, means I was a backend developer. Then later I upgraded myself in Angular. Then I become a full stack developer. So later on in one of my project, I got the requirement to work with React. By seeing the features and benefits of React, then I completely migrate myself to React only. So especially I am telling to you, if you are looking for front-end development, so learning React is very easy because it's just a library, single library. But when you take Vue and Angular, it's a collection of libraries, so it's very difficult to learn them. So one student came to me and he was asking to me, I am from non-technical background, so I don't know much about IT industry and I don't know about this front-end and back-end. So can I learn this front-end technology from you or from your videos? Then I can say, these are two things are there, guys. One is called teaching, one is called training. For example, if you take small children's, say they don't have any idea, so we will teach them. But when we join in a company, they won't teach us, they will train us because we already have some knowledge. So when you are sitting in my classes, when you are watching my video, so I will think my targeted audience, my students are layman. Layman means a person who does not have any knowledge. So for those people, I am teaching, I am not giving training. So if you are from technical background or non-technical background, both will understand easily. So, okay sir, here we got an idea. So reactjs is just a library and Vue and Angular is a framework. So I will give you now next definition, what is React, or I can say what is reactjs. So let me give you first definition, then I will explain what it is. It is a declarative, efficient and flexible JavaScript front-end library responsible to build front-end applications and user interfaces, UI. See, what is React is nothing but React is a declarative, means we need to declare. And it is efficient because it is giving lot of productivity. And it is flexible because it's just a library. Which library? It's a JavaScript front-end library. Why we are telling JavaScript front-end library means, see, in React we are creating component. That component we are developing by using JavaScript. So that is the reason it is known as flexible JavaScript front-end library responsible to build front-end applications and user interfaces. As I gave you one example of Facebook login page. This is a Facebook login page is nothing but it's a front-end UI, user interface, where user is interacting. And one more thing I want to tell you, it is a open source component based front-end library, front-end JavaScript library, or you can say JavaScript front-end library responsible only for view layer of the application. So open source means it is a free, you don't need to pay the money. Next is what here? It is a component base. I told you na, in the React what we are doing? We are creating components. So it's a component based JavaScript front end library, and it is responsible only for view layer of the application. And remember, it is developed by Jordan Walk, who was a software engineer at Facebook. So there was a one person, software engineer, Jordan Walk. So he created React actually, but he was working for which company? Facebook. So that's why we say it is initially developed and maintained by Facebook, and later on it is used in its own products like WhatsApp and Instagram. So remember that point here, Facebook initially developed this React, and later on they have used this React in their own products like WhatsApp and Instagram. Next point is React, or I can say React was released to the public, in the month of May 2013. So May 2013 React came into the existence. And why React is most famous today is React is used to build reusable components which makes React more useful and elegant. Remember that point here, what is the speciality of React? Why we need to learn this library is nothing but, it is not just creating a component. See, when you take Vue is creating one component, Angular is creating one component, but React is creating reusable components. Means you can create one component one time, but you can use that component for multiple times. So that is what, and React is having official website here. React official website is http://www.reactjs.org. This is the official website. I will show you the complete website for you. So you can see here, this is a React website given by Facebook. And if you see the version here, you can see here, you can find the version. So let me write the latest version of React is v18.2.0. This is a current version, the latest version of React. Okay sir, I got an idea. React is a front-end library. So what I want to show you is nothing but its advantages. In advantages only we will understand the importance of React. So let me say advantages of React, or you can say reactjs. So what I want to tell you first one I can say, it is easy to learn and easy to use. Why it is easy to learn? Because it is similar to English language, and it is just one library, so it is very easy for us to learn and easy to use. Second I can say, it is supported, it is supported by all major browsers. See, browsers means we have multiple browsers. Means I will give you one example to you, not only one example. Let us say we have a Chrome, we have Firefox, we have Edge, we have Internet Explorer, Chromium. Like this we have multiple browsers. Remember, whenever we are running a React application or a program, so it will be supported by every browser. It is not like that my output is coming in one browser, so my output may not comes in another browser. It is not like that. It support all the major browsers. Third I can say, it supports one-way data binding. So, one-way data binding might be it looking very technical to you. One-way data binding means what it is, I will give you in a diagrammatic representation. Here we have a parent component and here you have a child component. So, let me say we have a, let me increase the font. So, here is my parent component and here we have a child component, because I told you in the React, in Vue and Angular we are developing components only. So, in the React I am creating one parent component, I am creating one child component. So, in one-way data binding means unidirection. Unidirection means only parent is giving the data to child. Okay, that is known as what here? One-way data binding. And many people are thinking that React does not support two-way data binding, means child cannot share the data to parent. That is absolutely wrong, guys. It is possible to do bidirection, guys. Means parent also can share the data to child component, child also can share the data to parent component. We have different procedure to do that. But currently I am telling by default React supports only what here? One-way data binding, but it does not mean that it won't support two-way data binding. It supports two-way data binding. I will create one separate video on data binding, guys. That time you will be getting to know how can we transfer the data from parent to child and child to parent. Next we have what here? Fourth one. Fourth one is nothing but it is used to create reusable components. I told you why React is famous today, because of it is creating reusable components only. So, I do not know what is component. Assume that I am creating one form. Form is one component. I am creating one button. Button is one component. So, we can create one component and we can use multiple times. That is known as reusable component. I will give you one example to you. See what I will do, I will open one Sublime editor. This is my Sublime editor where I am writing the code. And I want to save this first. I want to save Ctrl S and I want to save on the desktop. I created one folder called React. In this I want to create one file name index.html. It's a HTML file. So what I want to write? I want to write HTML tag like this. Then automatically these are the tags will come. Then title is I am writing quality thought. That is my title of the page. So what is my requirement is I want to create one box which is having height, width and color. So what I will do? I need to write the logic inside the body. See here I will write div division tag. Div means division tag. And here I want to take inline CSS. You know we have three types of CSS: inline, internal, external. But only for this video I want to work with inline CSS, so that you can see CSS code and HTML code in a single page only. So what I will do, to achieve inline CSS we need to take style attribute. So style is an attribute. Remember, div is a tag and style is an attribute, and here we need to write the CSS properties. CSS properties means we need to give key and value, guys. Nothing but we can say property name, property value. That is known as what here? CSS property. So what I will give, first I will say what here I need border. So border I need 2 pixel solid black and we need to put semicolon. Then I will say I need a width, let us say 150 pixel, and I need height 150 pixel. And if you need any background color, you can take background color. So let me say background color as what here? Red. So this is the div I created, guys. Save this. And let me open, right click. You just do right click and you can find open in a browser. So you can choose any browser here. You can choose any browser. It doesn't matter. So if you choose here, you can find here the output. So there is a 150 pixel for height, 150 pixel width, and the background is coming red color and border is black 2 pixel. Assume that this logic I need this design. I cannot say logic, I can say this design I need 2 times more. Means total I need 3 times. So what I need to do? Again I need to copy this div. Again I need to paste here below this. And here again I am keeping what here? Here. So how many times I copied now? More 2 times I copied. So now you go and check your output. You go and check your output. You do refresh. Then we are getting 3 box. So remember here what is the drawback, when we are working with HTML, CSS, Bootstrap. So this is the problem, guys. We are writing the same code for multiple times. See here, one div, second div, third div. So tell me, any reusability is there here? No, there is no reusability. But React says you don't worry. You do one thing, you create one component here. You create one component. So we assume that this is a component of React. So what we need to do? Here we need to keep that logic. We need to keep that logic in the component. We need to write the logic in our component. How many times? Only for one time. Only for one time. Assume that this component name is box component. Box component. So now I can use this component for multiple times. So to use this component, and you can see what is the name of this component? Box. So what we need to do? We need to take less than greater than symbol, B capital letter box like this, and self closing. So if you need this, you need to use 3 times like this. If you need 3 times. If you need 6 times, you can use 6 times. Like this, we are calling the components in React, guys. So we will create a separate file. That file name is component, and we can call that component in the form of tag only. So this is known as what here? Element. React element it is. Okay. So like this we will call now. So that is the reason I am telling you, it is used to create reusable components. Means we are writing the logic one time, but we are using for multiple times. For example, I will go to one real example. I will go to one Quality Thought website. This is our official website. So let me go to the Google first. Then I will type what here? Quality Thought. So this is the official website of qualitythought.in. So wait, yeah. See, here you can find this header, guys. You can find this is a header where you can find courses, new batches, services, placements, hire from us, resources, register, our branches. Assume that I click on services, otherwise you can click anywhere. Assume that I am clicking on placements. See, if I click on placements, my header is not changing, guys. Only placement came here. Our placement page came here. But here you can't find any changes because header is common for every page now. So it is getting reusable. So remember that point here. What is the main advantage of working with React is nothing but it will give reusable components. Next we have, it supports virtual DOM, guys. See, nowadays virtual things are increasing more and more. For example, if you take a Java support Java virtual machine for execution. If you take Python are having Python virtual machine for Python to execute Python program. If you take Android, you have Dalvik virtual machine. If you take cloud is nothing but virtual machines only. So nowadays virtual concepts are increasing more and more. And here DOM is nothing but a document object model. Document object model, that is DOM now. Assume that if I am developing any HTML document, guys. HTML document means what we need to do. See here, if you want to create any HTML document, so first what we need to do, we need to write exclamation doc type HTML. It will say this is a HTML document 5, because the latest version of HTML is 5. So whenever you are reading this, whenever you are writing this, so our browser will understand this is a HTML5 document, because HTML we never say program, we say HTML is a document only. Java contains program, .NET contains program, Python contains program, but HTML contains document. So this is HTML5 document. So first we should write root tag HTML, and every tag is having closing tag. So root tag is having closing tag. Inside header we need, see inside HTML we need to write head tag, and again head is having closing tag. After head we have a body tag, again body is having closing tag. And inside the header we are writing the title. So title is nothing but every page is having the title. So assume that I am giving my page title here. And in the body I want to write a h1 tag, let us say heading tag here, heading tag, and here I will write a paragraph tag, p tag, paragraph tag. So assume that this is my HTML document. HTML document means HTML program. This is my HTML document. And what is the rule? Whenever we are writing a HTML document, we need to save with .html or .htm extension only. So either you can use HTML or you can use HTM extension, you can save your program. So where we can see the output for HTML? We can see the output for HTML in a browser, but directly our HTML cannot execute in a browser. So what is required is nothing but we required a HTML parser. So internally we have a HTML parser. So what it will do, it will parse your data and it will give it to the DOM. So it will give it to the DOM. DOM stands for document object model. Remember, DOM will be there by default in every browser. Assume that if I am working with Chrome, Chrome is having DOM. If I am working with Firefox, Firefox is having DOM. So it is a built-in, it is built-in in the browser. So what DOM will do, DOM directly not executing our HTML document. So what DOM will do, it will convert our HTML document to tree node structure. So it will convert to tree node structure. So there you can find a document is a root node, then HTML. Then HTML is having one sub child, sub tag, that is header, second we have body. And inside head you wrote a title, and here you wrote a H1 tag. In the body we wrote H1 tag and paragraph tag. So it will be representing this type of tree node structure. So let me write, this is the tree node structure. So let me frame properly for you. So it will comes like this. Here it will points, here it will comes. Again body will have like this. Then here we have what here title. So like this it will represent a tree node structure, and here we will get that my page, heading tag, paragraph tag. So later on after this conversion tree node structure, then only our program, our document will execute in a browser window. So then the output will come to us. So all HTML documents and bootstrap documents, who is executing internally? DOM. DOM is executing. But when it is comes to React, guys, React is not taking the support of traditional DOM. We never say DOM actually in the React. We pronounce traditional DOM. So React is not taking the support of traditional DOM. React is taking the support of virtual DOM. So it is having its own DOM, and with the help of that virtual DOM, it is executing all the components of React application. So that is the reason React is becoming more famous. Next is what here? I will give you a separate video, don't worry, I will create one separate video on virtual DOM versus traditional DOM, because it is very, very important for interview level also. For interview level, data binding is important, as well as the difference between virtual DOM and traditional DOM is important. So I will stress more on those videos so that you can easily crack the interview whenever the interviewer is asking such questions in front of you. So now what I want to do, I want to give you sixth advantage. Next is what here? Good, it supports, I can say, it supports good documentation. It supports good documentation. See, you know very well, in technologies, every time they will add the new concepts, new features will come. So as a developer, it is very difficult for me to go to any training institute and learn those updates. So what do? We follow the documentation. See, if you want to see the React documentation, you can go to www.reactjs.org. So I think I already opened the website here, you can see here. So here you can find docs. Docs means not doctor, docs means what here? Document. So you just click on docs and then you can find the React complete documentation. And if you want to upgrade yourself in new features, or if you want to learn a React from the beginning, even you can follow the documentation. So let me click on docs. Yeah, you can find the documents. So here you can find the complete documentation. If you want, you can learn here. I means you can follow this documentation and you can learn. So that is the reason I am telling you it supports a good documentation. And one more thing it is, it supports good community support. Community. See, community means what here? Community support means, or it supports good community. Community means majority of the companies are working with React guys. So let me give you some list of companies working with React, or you can say reactjs. So we have WhatsApp, we have Instagram, we have Facebook, we have Uber, we have Airbnb, we have Uber, and etc. etc. If you see, many more companies are working with what here? React. That's why we are telling good community support. And one more thing it is used by major companies in India as well as abroad also. So I will give you one graph for you where you can find that React is widely used. So you can see here there is a one small graph I want to show you. You can see this. This is the what here GitHub star, okay, GitHub stars it is, and here you can find this is nothing but what here React graph, where you can find how React is becoming famous nowadays. Because it's just a library, so it is easy to learn and easy to update. So I hope you people understood the importance of React now. And as I told you, due to these benefits, due to these advantages of React only, React is becoming more famous guys. So this is enough for this video. This is, I want to wind up here. And if you want to know more about React content, so you can log into www.qualitythought.in website. We will post all the contents of every course. So if you want, you can go and check there what are the content I will cover in the React. And if you are looking for any IT course, not only React, we have a Java, we have Python, we have ETL testing tools, we have Scrum Master, even we have AWS, Cloud Engineer, Data Science. So we have multiple IT courses, and if you want to build your career in any course, you can just log into our website. You can see address also. So even you can find contact number. You can contact to us anytime, and you can approach to us. So this is enough for this video. So I request you people to subscribe this channel and give more likes and comments, which help us to increase our next level of videos. Thank you guys. Thank you.